Hi, first graders. Today we're going to start learning about something called the engineering design process. We're going to be using this process to help us guide us in building our bird's nest this week. And we're also going to be using a fun flip book. So you may have gotten this in a printed packet or downloaded the attachment. You don't need it. You can use your own piece of paper. We're just going to follow the steps that are in this flip book. So the cover of it says STEAM, which is science, technology, engineering, art, and math. So we're combining all of these things as we build our nest this week. And these are the steps that we're going to follow in the engineering design process. The pages we're going to be working on today are Ask and Imagine, the first two steps of the engineering design process. So if you assembled your flip book or got it in the printed packet, you can flip it open to the first page. Some of the first questions on there say, what is the problem? What do you know? And what are your constraints? And we're going to work on filling out these today. So the first question is, what is the problem? So our problem is that we need to build a bird's nest that doesn't fall apart when we pick it up. All right, so that is what you are going to write on that question that asks you what the problem is. Design a bird's nest that doesn't fall apart when we pick it up, okay? That is your problem that you're trying to solve. The next question asks you, what do you know? So you can think about the book that you listened to that I read aloud yesterday, Mama Built a Little Nest, and all of those bird's nests you learned about in that book. And think about the bald eagle camera in Decorah, Iowa that we've been watching and the amazing engineering that those birds are doing to build that nest. Okay. And then another question it asks you is, what are your constraints? This is a really big word, constraint. So when we're talking about constraints with the engineering design process, we're thinking about anything that we have a limitation on our design. So think about the materials that are available, the cost of the materials that could limit your design if you're on a budget, okay? If you don't have a lot of money to spend. Or you might only have so much time to complete your nest building. So those are some constraints. Our constraint is that we are only using natural materials, so things that you can find in nature to build your nest out of. These are some of the things that I found in nature that I'm going to be using to build my bird's nest. All right. So you're going to write your constraints are that it's nature only. That's all we're using. So make sure you write that down in the first step of the engineering design process. And then anything that you know about birds, okay? Birds' nests. That's going to help you with the question, what you know. So an engineer is someone that invents, designs, and builds and tests lots of different machines and structures. So you guys, I've seen you build some really cool things with your Legos. You're being engineers just by doing that. Engineers build bridges. Engineers build airplanes and all sorts of different machines that help us out in the world. And we are going to be engineers building nests this week. So we're going to follow this process, and I'm going to teach you a song and dance that goes with it. So the first thing we're going to do is learn the lyrics to the song. All right, step one is ask the right question, okay? So say it after me, ask the right question. You got it, okay. Second step, imagine how to solve it. Your turn, imagine how to solve it. Okay. Third step, plan out each and every move. Your turn. Plan out each and every move. Create a solution to the problem. Create a solution to the problem. See what works and then improve. Your turn. See what works and then improve. Okay, are you ready for the dance? If you're not already up and on your feet, please join me and stand up. Okay, this is the engineering design process song. Please sing along with me. It goes, ask the right questions, ask the right questions. Imagine how to solve it, imagine how to solve it. Plan out each and every move. Plan out each and every move. Create a solution to the problem. Create a solution to the problem. See what works and then improve. See what works and then improve. All right, so now you're ready for the second step of the engineering design process. Do you remember what the second step is? Oh, that's right. It's imagine how to solve it. So we've asked the right questions. Now we're ready to imagine how to solve it. So you may get out your flip book or your piece of paper and turn to flip it open to the imagine page of your flip book. So what it's asking us here is how can we solve the problem? So we're going to brainstorm ideas using drawings or words. So you can do one or the other, or you can do both. And then choose your best idea and explain what it is. So you may use this little tiny box to brainstorm some ideas. Think about all those different kinds of bird's nests and one that you might want to try to build. If there's not a lot of room in this box, you can use like this paper up here. You can use the back of your flip book. You can use another piece of paper. Anywhere you can find some space to really be creative and imagine some bird's nest designs that you want to build. And then you're going to figure out your best solution to the problem. So pick your very best solution. Think about what your constraints are. You can only use natural materials, okay? You'll kind of have limited time because we want to build these nests by Friday. And you want to be able to pick up your bird's nest without it falling apart, right? That's our problem. So think about the solution that you came up with that is the very best. And then in your words, we've got a sentence starter here. The best solution is, so I want you to describe in words the best solution to your problem, okay? And then say because, so tell me why is that the best solution, okay? So maybe you thought about building a nest like a flamingo using only mud. What if you can't find mud? What if you don't have mud readily available or it's not wet enough? I guess you could always make it wet yourself using water or a hose. Maybe you get really dirty. I don't know. Or maybe you want to build a huge bald eagle's nest. That could take a lot of time. Maybe you don't have enough time to build it. So think about the design that you come up with that's going to be the best solution to the problem. And then describe it using words. So show me some pictures in here. Give me some great description words, okay? And to develop the best solution to the problem. All right, and then we're going to talk tomorrow about planning our design, okay? So you can already think about that now if you'd like to. I've already went out and found some natural materials that I'm planning on using for my bird's nest. I've got some pine needles and some leaf skeletons and some bark strips, lots of things. So I'm choosing to build a nest with these materials. All right, before I go, let's sing the engineering design process one more time. All right, ask the right questions. Imagine how to solve it. Plan out each and every move. Create a solution to the problem. See what works and then improve. All right, you got this, guys. I can't wait to see the designs that you come up with that you're going to be sharing with us. All right, see you soon. See you tomorrow.